Hey everyone, Remi-Chan here, and yeah, I'm just playing a bit of Final Fantasy 14 before the daily grind and be going back to, making games and shit, which I definitely have not been slacking at all. No sir, I swear it hasn't. Hey sheepy, I need your wool, your fleece. Give me your delicious fleece. Oh wait, I'm feeding these guys. Hey buddy, you know, black sheep, ornery caracal. Do you want some of this premium island green feed? Here you go. Oh yeah, that's a good boy. See, as you might have guessed, I am doing Island Sanctuary in Final Fantasy 14 because I love it, and you can't stop me loving what it is I love, and this is really nice. It's fun. I know it's just basically Animal Crossing without the NPCs, but I just love this stuff. It's fun, it's easygoing, it's laid back. Oh yeah, right, it's time to. I fed all my animals and now I'm going to gather their delicious leavings. And when you think leavings, you're like, oh right, like their poop, right? No, there's no poop to be gathered. But there sure as hell is claws I'm going to, clip off them because they get too long. And the good thing about doing this is not only does it make these enemies very happy, you also get claws, furs, and in the case of dodos, eggs, which you can then trade in for stuff that is useful for getting the currency, which helps you buy nice things like hairstyles that I haven't unlocked yet. Look, my sanctuary is only level 7, okay? And yeah, I'm just going around collecting stuff from all these things. Hey, look, they're going to give me a carapace anything. I've never gotten a carapace before. There's still new stuff to be found. And why you ask am I playing the athletic theme from Yoshi's Island? Well, because I feel like it's a good fit for this chaos, which is just me yelling at you from the top of my lungs. Hey, give me milk. I need your barbar milk. Yay. And yes, I'm calling these barbers. If you weren't here for the stream where I did that before, well, your loss, but also, yeah, they're barbars. That's what I call them. I know they're just called, like, caracoles or just lost lambs, but I'm calling them barbars because that just seems to be fitting. That's just what works for me. Anyway, if I now look at my review status, because I'm feeding them the best food I can, their mood is cloudy. What the fuck does that mean? Anyway, I've also got to harvest all these crops because, yeah, one sec. Because, yeah, that's a big part of this, is you get crops and you can then turn them into things. So, yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of crops to harvest here. I've got potatoes, which is just basically this game's way of saying, hey, it's potatoes, but different, because originality, I guess. Meanwhile, they have, like, parsnips and all the other stuff be exactly the fucking same. Or maybe I'm just uncultured and potatoes are a real thing. Maybe they're like Japanese potatoes. I don't know. Anyway, I've got to water these water beds because they're now barren dry because I haven't done this in a few hours, or more like a day, roughly. So I'm just going around with my watering can and my cute little character, which definitely is not a fitting representation of Zali at all. Like, why would Zali be doing this? Is this just what Zali does in her free time, I guess? And no, that isn't a poop in here, it's just a mud pie, which is one of the pets, and you can just set your pets to be around here. See, I've got like a shaggy shoat here, or whatever the fuck that is. I've got this watermelon, which, yes. And yeah, so anyway, now, since I plucked those herbs off from the ground, I need to plant some more seeds. As you see, I have potato sets, I have cabbage seeds, I have pumpkin, yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to plant. I'm just going to plant the things I have a lot of. By which I mean, no, I'm going to do the opposite of that. I'm going to plant some cabbage, though. Because cabbage is useful, it's used in stuff that you trade in for those calories by way of the workshops and their various things. It's a lot to explain. I don't feel like explaining it right now, but the long and bro. Oh, those pumpkin. I don't even know what I just planted. Whatever. The long and short of it is, though, that it's a very fun and just relaxing thing, and you should definitely try it. I'm pretty sure it's also just included with the free trial, so you don't have to buy the game. You just have to download it, which do be advised if you do decide to. If you decide to do that, you are going to be looking at a pretty substantial download. A good, like, 70 gigs or something, I can't remember. Because, yeah, this MMO is big, it's gone through, like, 3 expansions, and unlike certain other games I could name, starting with W and W, this one actually, has good graphical quality, and doesn't just pretend to have good graphical quality and just has like still loads of outdated assets because the game's so fucking old. And they decided midway through, oh yeah, let's ditch this old janky ass style and go for another more janky ass style based off Disney, but completely failing to capture any of its good qualities and just going completely ham and basically being a DreamWorks about it, but even worse because at least DreamWorks can actually make entertaining characters. Anyway, I'm getting political now, but you get the idea. Anyway, I already bought all these beds, so I can just go and plant more stuff. Let's plant some parsnips. Everyone loves parsnips, am I right? For those of you who don't know what parsnips are, they're basically turnips but slightly less shit. So I'm going to plant a few of those, and then in the last few rows I'm going to plant pumpkins and hope that I had cabbages here somewhere. You know, I'm going to plant cabbage here. And hey, it's fine because I have heaps of pumpkins anyway. There we go. Now we've got a bunch of crops. Cool, that's all that stuff. Now, I recently leveled up to 7, but I was too tired at the time to, you know, I was too occupied, sorry, at the time to make the new tools I got. So let's go do that. So, we need some stuff for these. Damn it, no. Gather, please, gather. So, we need some stuff. So, first, for this one, this is pretty simple. I just need, the 2 island hemp, which, yes, you can get hemp in this, and, 2 logs. Now, logs are easy. I just go to a tree that doesn't look like a fucking palm tree, and I cut it down with an axe. And yeah, that's not even hyperbole. That's exactly what you do. Which is to be expected, because that's how you usually cut down trees, right? I don't know why I'm saying that like that's something weird, but this is unscripted. Much as it may not, like, sound like it. Let me change this music too, because, yeah, holy fuck. That's gonna get grating really fast. Oh wait, no, I need something more whimsical than that. Holy fuck, that is not my speed right now. What about some Terraria music? Wait, what about some trashy Toho? Yeah, trashy Toho music sounds like my kind of speed right now. Right, Toho. Wait, no, Undertale even better. Oh, we're really getting to the trash now. Here we go, Ultatale. That's a good fucking AU. Dynami, one of my yeah, it's basically Toriel if she's like fucking Sans. Which is great, because like loving fucking Miko-san or mum stereotypes, like, hey, what if I was also a badass? Dope. Honestly, I half expect Ultatale was half of what inspired Folly just being the character she is. But I don't know, it's too long back since I did that change on, well, not change, but advancement to Folly's progression. For those of you who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, I'm Remi-Chan, or Remilia Esoterica, as this character is called. And I make games. Please sub to my itch.io, or follow me there, whatever. My itch.io is literally just Remi-Chan, there's no more nuance to it than that. So yeah, I am a person who plays games, and I also make them. I have a diploma in game design, which doesn't mean fucking anything. Trust me, the course is not remotely difficult. And I got a passing grade, which is the best you can get. But, you know, it just shows I have some field of competence, and I made a lot of games. You should check them out, they're pretty cool. Despite what some people in the RPG Maker community, for some reason, will tell you. Back to cutting down trees. So that should be all the logs I need. Now I just need some hemp. Now, here's one of the plants. So I've got a scythe now. How very apt for this character. And yeah, with that you can get extra resources from the things you would usually just get one resource from. See, I'm getting logs and branches because I have an axe now, whereas before I'd only get branches. From these I'd usually just get vines, but since I have a scythe, I also get sugarcane, which I still have no idea what the fuck that's used for, but I'm sure I'll find out when the time comes that I need to. So yeah, I need to get some hemp. And when I say a bit, I mean a lot, because hey, guess what? That gig isn't the only thing I need to make. I also need to make some mammoth tools, so they can go and do their dumb shit. And I also need to get some stuff from these, I think. Let me check that, actually. Crafting. And mammoth tools. Do I need clay? I don't. Okay, cool. This was a complete waste of time. But I do need something that's in the water with a similar thing. So I have a shovel, see? If I use a shovel, I also get extra stuff. For instance, usually I just get sand from this. But now I also get tin sand, which I need to make that. Oh hey, I'll always go for more sugarcane purely just because I'm a sweet tooth. I literally have like black jelly beans beside me on my desk right now. I'm not going to eat them because I can't talk with those, because last time I tried to do that, and I was in this kind of energetic mood, I almost choked to death. So yeah, we're not doing that. But yeah, just rest assured, I've got a whole bag of candy just sitting beside me with like gummy like fast food and black jelly beans in them. They used to have orchard grubs too, but I ate all of those because they're fucking delicious. Anyway, see, I dig in these and I get seeds for potatoes and stuff. But what we're looking for is these big spine leaf looking plants, not those. They're a bit further down. I gotta keep going. And yeah, the good thing about them is they give me hemp, which I don't use for illicit. What's the word? I don't use for illicit recreation purposes. I use them to make dumb shit, like, I don't know, a gig. Don't know how that works, but whatever. So yeah, I get ironwood, but I also get hemp, so that's neat. This is the beauty of having a scythe. So that should be enough for those. Yep, let's make that shit. Cool. Now I can gather new materials from the sea surrounding Lines X-ray, which is like clams and the seaweed, which they call something weird. Anyway, I've also got to make this thing, which I need a fair bit more stuff for. As you can see, I need 10 hemp for that and 10 island logs. So I've got a bit of gathering to do, and some more tin sand, and some more cotton balls. Now thankfully cotton balls are going to be the easy part, because I almost have all the ones I need. I'm going to grab more of these, even though they're going to be palm logs, because they're always coming up for stuff I need to make. More hemp, yes, delicious, delicious. Here's some more hemp. Good thing about this, actually, if you go to your gathering log, you can see all the items you've gathered. For instance, hemp, it'll actually tell me, oh yeah, you're in the right area. It's almost like I already looked at that. That just basically shows you the area that's best for farming those things. Which I think is just a neat touch that they didn't have to do, but I'm glad they did, because it just makes it so much easier to get stuff. Like, so for instance, cotton balls, over there is better. But I know a really good place. Wait, actually, there's where I am, isn't it? That's where I'm about to head to. No. There's a really nice place up here, too, for the cotton balls. Which I'll show you in a minute, but first I'm going to get more hemp, because we need a lot of this. As well as logs, but there's no trees to cut down here. It's just hemp and, like, sand. Oh, and these palm logs, of course, but they're not useful for the purposes I have in mind. Either way, I'm getting them anyway because they're really useful for a lot of things. Yeah, like I said, every time I see one of these, I just get it now because I've had many times, where I've had to go and gather a bunch of them, and felt really silly because I'm like, I should have been gathering these whenever I saw them. So now I just do that. I just gather them whenever I see them because they're very, very important for things like this. Oh yeah, grab this too, because we're going to need that for something. Even if it's just the workshop things. Because yeah, copper, it's not the easiest thing to find. There's only so many veins on the island, and this is one of the best spots for it. So there's a bunch of like veins around here. There's one here, there's one there. But this is like one of the only places with a decent amount of stock. Now, the good thing about all this stuff is it does respawn fairly quickly. So there is essentially infinite resources you can gather. There's no limit. And the good thing is you get this little nifty little thing called island experience down the bottom here. And I'm going to use that island experience to level up my sanctuary. I need 28,000 of them, and these are giving 10 each. No, trust me, this is not the optimal way to farm island XP. I'm just getting these because I need them for other things. Oh, cool, more hemp. Look at that. In our quest for cotton balls and copper, we also found one of the other things we need. How many more do I need of that now? Can't be many. Just 3. Nice. Oh, look, there's another one. Make that 2. Now, you might be wondering, Remi, you stupid bitch, why are you playing this when you should be working on games? And don't worry, the stream today will actually be, the stream on the day that I probably won't even release this video, it will 100% be a game dev stream, and then looking back, I'm gonna feel silly because that would have already happened. But suffice it to say, I'm just doing this to chill out for a bit. I want to have some content to show, Because, yeah, I could do stuff in my games, but I still have a cough and it makes it difficult to voice act. Hey, make that one hemp. So I'm just trying to make the most out of what I have right now. Because my voice is fine, as you can probably tell, because I'm talking so energetically and everything. But the fact is I do have a cough, and it does really not help when you're trying to do something like voice acting, where you have to channel things. And voice acting does tend to exacerbate the symptoms. Which might seem counterproductive, because I'm kind of putting on a voice right now, because I don't really have a normal voice. I just have a bunch of different voices, and each of them isn't a strain, but everything feels like a strain when you've got a, a cough. Mild as this one is. But it's fine because I want to have fun, and I've got a lot of energy right now, and I want a reason to use it up. I'll just use it. Use it up is a bit of a hyperbole with me, because my energy doesn't ever really get used up. It just kind of goes on vacation for a bit, and then comes back when I least expect it, usually resulting in me doing a late night walk into the city, and hurting my foot for 5 months. Yeah, please send me help. But yeah, we're almost done with the thing. We're definitely done with the cotton balls. We're almost done with hemp. Got a few more tin sand to go, but there's a place where you can just farm that en masse. I'm going to get the rest of this hemp, because I need literally one fucking more. And I've gotten all the bowls now, so that's fine. I think, yeah. So, I just need to go find a big plan of definitely not illicit substances. Don't judge me. Look, the game's telling me to do this, so I don't have any choice in the matter, alright? And it's not like I smoke weed in real life, because, I mean, I have enough means of recreation at my disposal as it is. You think I, Remi-Chan, would need something like weed to get through the day? Come on. I have, like, just loads of clowns waiting to fucking, like, clown at me. And it's very, very fun to respond to them, because their responses are usually very trivial and stupid. So yeah, no, I don't need weed. I have game dev. Who the fuck needs weed when you have a hobby? I mean, I don't judge people for having weed. I absolutely think it's probably one of the easiest things to tolerate. Like, if you have... I would prefer you to be a weed person, than for you to be an alcoholic or a smoker. Like, as in a tobacco smoker. Because tobacco smells like shit, and alcohol should be considered, like, on the level of coke for how much it affects your behavior after you've had enough. But, they won't try to ban that, because we saw how well that went in the Prohibition. It's just a shame society is too ashamed of, like, all its, vices to just go ahead and say, no, everything's fucking legal. Because that would cease most of the problems with the scene, and people could actually get help. And it wouldn't be this cool thing to do, because it wouldn't any longer be a taboo. But anyway, that's politics. I'm not going to get too heavily into it, because I don't do drugs. It doesn't affect me at all. But I do think it would be smarter for basically the entire world to just be like, hey, what if we just legalized all fucking illicit substances? Because at the end of the day, people are only doing this shit because it's forbidden, or because they got hooked to it by some cunt. And the fact is, if it was like a if it was like a thing actually supported by things, you could get help, and you could get like a way to stem it and control it, instead of nowadays we're just a desperate rush. I've been in the drug scene for 20 years, not because I use drugs myself, but because my mother was a heroin addict. And I gotta say, opiate users I am completely fine with. I think it's a bad life choice, and Mum basically got tricked into it because her fucking brother is an imbecile. But at the end of the day, they are incredibly easy to deal with, even when they're except for when they're hanging out. Like when they're having the substance, they're at their best. They're just like, I just want to enjoy the sensation and sleep. That's it. They're just. It's hard to keep them awake sometimes. Like if you're watching a movie, they'll start drifting off, but it's so minor. Sorry. It's so minor compared to things like, you know, speed addicts do, where they get basically this feeling of just being a god. It's dangerous shit. Like, 'cause you feel so powerful. It's a very dangerous substance to have in a big way, and, you know, it makes people into very different people. And it is a hard addiction to curb as well, because it just makes you feel so good. and like so on top of the world. I don't need it because, as you can pretty much tell, I pretty much have that without needing any illicit substance to achieve it. But not everyone is like me, so I get why some people see the appeal. But yeah, just have sugar. And when I say sugar, I don't mean like some code name for a drug. I mean literally just have nice sweet desserts and stuff. Like when I'm feeling down at all, I just have some black jelly beans. And look at me now. I'm feeling on top of the world. I'm playing dumb games with a girl that's based on one of my OCs that takes place in my games. And I'm having a blast just cutting down trees and shit. So yeah, no, you don't need drugs to be happy. And yeah, the only reason a lot of people get into drugs is because it's not like it's against the status quo and people want to rebel. And I completely get that. The status quo is a terrible machine of malicious and dread, and it should just go fucking die. It's going to exist no matter what we do, though, because it just is a natural development of societies. It might be able to be fought in the far future where we've outgrown stupid shit like being status-obsessed dicks, but until that happens, I'm afraid it's unlikely we're going to see the end of something like the status quo. Just because it's so deeply ingrained into human society. Basically, this shit happened even back in like the first few years of human existence. We had a hierarchy, and the moment you have a hierarchy, you have a status quo. You have a model of what is acceptable and what isn't, and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And the reason half the reason I get the hate I do from some people is just because I do what I want, basically. I don't pretend like I'm gonna do something because that's what everyone else is doing. I just do what I feel like is right at the time. Which I feel is pretty fucking easy to understand, but some people are just like, no, why can't you talk like a normal person? Why do you have to use tildes in your statements? My answer is, because it's fucking fun, and I like to do it. And it's also really good for catching up those people who are gonna judge me for being different. Because let me tell you, I don't like to make friends with people who would judge people for such silly shit like how they choose to talk in day-to-day conversation. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's pretty fucked up, bro. So yeah, it is what it is. Like, the status quo isn't gonna go anywhere, but I do feel it's important to be aware of its presence and how damaging it can be to us as a species in general. Like, humanity is a great species, that we've done a lot of pretty crazy things. Things that nothing else in the universe can brag about. Hey, wanna know who else got to the moon? That's right, fucking space dust and nothing else. And a few meteors who aren't even sentient beings and have no real direction. They just go where the universe tells them to. The fact that we were not supposed to get there, said fuck the rules and got there, really shows how crazy, like, good we are at doing shit we put our minds to. And that's pretty inspiring. Like, when we look back at all the crazy history humanity has, there's some shit in there that is genuinely like, holy shit, this is really cool. Why can't we do more things like these nowadays? The fact is we are, but the press is never going to talk about them because the press is more obsessed with making money than they are about, you know, covering stories that actually are uplifting. Because uplifting would go against their status quo. And their status quo is make everyone miserable so they buy into their bullshit. And they sell more papers because emotions peak when people feel like they're in a crisis, even though we are in the most comfortable state of living, at least in the first world, than we have been ever. Like, we are at the peak of a societal, like, just opus right now. But because the media and, like, governments are just like, hey, you know what would be funny? If you hated yourself, everyone's just sort of shitting on everyone else, and the culture wars and all shit, that's all just stemmed from them wanting a narrative. And that narrative stems from, hey, you know what's better than being racist, which is becoming very uncouth in this day and age? Why don't we just be sexist or misogynist and then call people out for it and make a whole news vehicle built around this very concept? And boy golly did it work, as Twitter likes to remind me every time I go on there. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. And thankfully, like, as much as I make jokes about that thing on my Twitter, it's actually, I don't see much of that on Twitter because I just follow game devs, and game devs don't give a fuck about any of that. We just care about making cool games and playing cool games that other people have made. And I gotta say, Yoshi P, mwah, my guy, Chef's Kiss, love you. You have made a really cool game here. You and your team, gotta give them props. Like, I played through basically this whole game. I haven't finished, I mean, yeah, you can see it there. I haven't finished the 6.2 quest yet. Purely, and don't spoil me on Twitter, I swear I will gut you like a fish. But yeah, I'm working on it. Okay, let's see. Can we make, yes, we can make this now. Cool, let's go. Alright, cool. We have the things we came here for. Let's use this return that has no fucking cooldown. I mean, it does, but it's 5 seconds, so it... By the time you've gone through the load screen, it's already back up. Mwah. So yeah, I'm gonna go to this guy over here who was like, hey, I can't do this because I need tools. Well, guess what, bitch? I have the tools now, and so you can do your thing. I know we haven't had a chance to try out the gig yet, but that's because I haven't needed it, and I want to get this underway. But trust me, we will get to that. So, I took this guy, I got your thing, it's gonna cost me a lot of my seafarer's calories, god damn it. I was starting to make a decent profit on those, and now they're all just being shipped away to clear land. Oh well. On the upside, I can now build even more workshops and make even more fucking money. I mean, calories. With even more things like that. Here we go. Nice. Two plots for stuff like a workshop and a granary. Please tell me we have another, like, wonder plot. God damn it, we don't, do we? I guess I would be asking too much. Unless they're just one plot of each. Oh yeah, this is a landmark. Okay, cool. Oh, what a shame. I'm a few logs short. By which I mean I'm 13 logs short, but I have everything else. Oh my god, I have so many vines now. Well, that's good. I have enough limestone. Cool, cool. Alright. Okay, so that's the next quest. What is he going to need for this one? Alright, so we need something that can smash rocks. Gotcha. I'll probably come in at level 9, maybe 8, but probably 9, because last one was 5. It might even come at level 10. I don't know. Anyway, well, yes, so I would like another workshop. I need more. Oh my god, I need so many logs, dude. So I need 13 plus 8. That's a lot. Let's see, 13, 7. Yeah, so I need 21 logs. Let's go get 21 logs. This is gonna be fun. Can I please get up my mount? Please let me mount. There we go. So for those of you who missed that one Twitter post I didn't tag because I was ashamed of it, I also have started playing World of Warcraft Classic again a bit. Because, yeah, well not World of Warcraft Classic, because the pre-patch just hit for Breath of the Lich King. And, one sec. I'm not sure any of you know this, but Breath of the Lich King was the bomb. It was probably my favorite WoW expansion, with Legion as a close second. And yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed Breath of the Lich King. It was the peak of my time. And yeah, the pre-patch just dropped, and they've added this nice thing where you get a 50% XP bonus. So the only thing I had against the game, which was the leveling takes so fucking long, even though it's the experience I enjoy, it just takes so long. It feels defeating after playing a game like Final Fantasy 14 or anything like that. But yeah, they've had this 50% XP buff going, and it will be going until basically the expansion drops on the 27th of September, I believe it was. So that'll be pretty neat. That'll be nice. Alright, what does it suggest I get logs? Because I'm not actually sure. It's palm logs. Okay, I'm in the right place. Cool. That's not what I'm after, but okay. So I have everything I need for all this stuff, just not the logs. Well, maybe not the 2 of them. But whatever. I'm gonna grab that too, even though I don't really need it. Yes, I'm grabbing these whenever I see them, because they are quite useful for things. Trust me on this. Oh yeah, so you remember that farming I was doing earlier? Yeah, that was for a reason, because now I can make even more of this premium green feed, which is the best feed, and making any others now is just completely redundant. And I now have a lot, and I mean a lot of materials to make this stuff with, oh my god. There we go, 2 of each, boom. You also got experience for making stuff, see I got 70 for that, because I made 7 crafts. It's still 10 each, but look, it's trying, okay? There we go, another 5. Glorious. Alright. Give me that. More logs, yes. So yeah, as I was saying, World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King Classic. The expansion has dropped yet, but the pre-patch is in. And I gotta say, after feeling like my warrior was powerful, having such a huge growth in power in Waddle K, because the talents and stuff are out, so I have things like Shockwave now, which is a broken skill, which is basically an AoE stun that's a cone in front of you, that does pretty good damage too, and as an extra bonus, only has a 30-second cooldown, which I'm not sure if you know this, but there are some abilities in that game that have 30-minute cooldowns because they are considered broken. Then they just give Warrior basically a AoE, Hand of Judgment, and just give that shit half the cooldown it has. I feel really superior to Paladin players right now, beyond the fact that Warrior is actually a fun class to play, unlike Paladin, where you apply a blessing and then you whack things with auto attack until they die. No, that's not even a joke, that's how complex a Paladin playstyle is. Little wonder most of the Paladin players I met are humans who have no fucking drive or motivation to do anything in their lives, and are lazy beyond all fucking consent of reason. Meanwhile, I'm here working out hard, cutting down trees and shit in my video games, because I actually believe in playing the games rather than having the games played for me. You know, whenever I see someone who wants a boost, I just think, oh man, here's a player who doesn't actually know what playing a video game looks like. Here's a player who wants to excel at a video game without actually excelling at a video game. Because I'm guessing they want to flex. It's like, oh yeah, I controlled this thing, I didn't get carried through it or anything, Lamau. Like, what a sad fucking, like, record. That your only success comes from just having people do all your hard work for you. I'd sooner just get a gun from America and shoot myself than be such a trash heap. But hey, you guys who do that shit, you do you. I don't know your world, I don't understand you. I believe in the moral that nothing good comes easy though. And nothing does, because if you think you being a paladin, I'm not saying all paladins are unskilled by the way, the paladins who actually heal and raise and do well, blessings to you, love you guys, chef's kiss. Residents really are one letter away from retardants, and it is very present because virtually no one who has any sense of dignity plays a resident, unless they hate paladins, in which case fair enough, because I do the exact same thing. I mean, actually, truth be told, I'd probably play protection because that's just my B&B. I mean, I look like I'm a Reaper, but I'm actually playing my warrior. This is actually my warrior's glamour. What? Oh, that's my paladin one. Yeah, this is actually my warrior's glamour. I just have the black bosom scythe from the cash shop. Because yes, I do use the cash shop in this game. Why do I, Remi-Chan, the person who actively discourages people to... Actually, I don't know where I was going with that. I do actively encourage people to buy the RPG Maker DLC if they don't have the ability to make tiles themselves. But I don't encourage RPG Maker webs to just flaunt it everywhere and then, like, fucking ban people for doing the exact same thing. Cause the moment the shoe's off the other foot, it's like, the fuck. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get to is, like, yeah, I don't think the cash shop is a problem in the sense that I don't mind paying. Like, if you don't like it, just don't use it. Like, it's not like you're getting disadvantaged. Like, yeah, sure, there's the things you can do where you just get a class leveled up for you. But only losers do that. I have never used a boost. Even on Black Mage, I leveled them all the way up to what they are now, which is 80. I know some people would be like, oh yeah, I'm a totally freaking like gonna just do that because the class doesn't get fun to 50, I mean 60, I mean 70, I mean 80, no, you just fucking suck it up, and if you can't enjoy it, just don't play the fucking class. If you're that much of a min-maxer that you just want to get to the end game and just fuck the rest, then why not just play, you know, a red mage, which is almost as good damage and it's just easy to play, instead of having the entire game be played for you. I just don't get it. Anyway, I'm gonna harvest more trees. There we go. How many of these are my... Oh, fuck. Let me see. Logs. I have 15. We need more than that. We need a lot more than that. That's enough for the greenery. I need another 10. Okay, good. Well, I'm now planning to over halfway because you have to get 21 and we're now down to 11. I mean, 10. Make that 9. So yeah, you can see what I mean. I'm just doing a path around this area that these spawn a shit ton of them in. And they're just respawning by the time I get to the next cycle. So yeah, it's pretty generous. There's no real limitation on how many materials you can gather beyond your mortal, like, sanity. Because, much as it may seem like I'm having fun and stuff, this is just me doing a thing for a thing. I know I'm going to be rewarded for it. But just doing this is pretty thankless. It's not hard, but there's not much to it. It's just you go around, you press the dash key to make it a bit quicker, and you right click. That's it. When you get close to the target of your choosing. So there's not a whole lot of nuance to it. It's not like there's a minigame attached or anything. It's just simple hit and click. Move and click. But, you know, if there's a reward for it, I'm all happy to do it because rewards are nice. And, yeah, I like being able to do even more crazy shit with Workshop. And the good thing about building anything in this is it gives you a shit ton of, like, Island XP, like over 1,000. Which is just a nice little bonus on top of the expeditions your mammoths are doing. But yeah, I lost count of how many we had left to go. I'm just going to clear out these ones. And then I'm going to go have a look after I'm done. And yes, I am still gathering the island palm logs, even though they're not helpful for this. Just because I know if I don't, I'm going to regret it later. Excuse me. Oh, look, there's some hemp up there. I better go get that. So there's another thing hemp is used for, and that's the bigger restraint. That's how I have the dodo. You need 3, and it's also, yeah. So it's not that hard. It's not a hard thing to get. It's just, yeah. Takes a bit of time. For a lot of it, anyway. Just one sweep of the area. If you only need, like, 3. And there's probably 9 in that area, at least. Which means you can make 3 traps with a very simple run. But I only have 1 slot left, so I'm just going to wait until I can make the large traps. And then probably grab like an, I don't know, something that gives me something I don't have yet. Probably the, I forget what they're called, the U's or something? Anyway, the fact of the matter is I forgot how much logs I have, how many? 25, that's exactly enough. Excuse me. Gonna get a couple more though, because leaving myself with 0 feels a bit Especially if, like, in some very off-common scenarios, there's something I want to make for the workshop, like, what do they call them, export things? I forget what they're called. I'll go check when I get back to the thing. And I can't do it because, oh, look at that, I have no fucking, what's it called? But then I can't do it because I have no freaking, logs. I mean, it might be smart, it's just, I'm just going to go back and do the things I came here to do. Chances are I'm going to have to go back out here anyway, because I'm probably not going to have enough of a material once I've made one of these, or set up making one of these. It won't be done on the fly, by the way. For the simple reason that these actually take some time to build. Usually about 4 to 5 hours, but in the case of landmarks, it can be up to 12. These granaries here, these took about... yeah, I forget, like... 3 hours, I think. The workshops are about 3 hours. These ones take a bit longer. I'll show you what I mean. Let me, construct a landmark. Tree fort, please. Let's go. So yeah, that will be ready by 8 PM tonight. And for reference, it is currently 8 AM. So yeah, well, it's technically 11 hours because just I've picked a good time for it, but yeah. Meanwhile, I cannot... Oh, I can make that. Crazy, alright. Meanwhile, this... Oh, no, I can't. What am I missing? Limestone, is that all? Okay, that's easy. Alright, let's go get 3 limestone. Oh, that's gonna be so fucking hard, guys. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go to that big fuck ton of them and just gather every single one. I could gather just the 3, but that won't do. I don't think that'll do. I think I want to get all of them, just so I have a few spare, because they're a pretty common resource for various things. Why? Whatever. Grab the... Oh, I can't grab the... Oh, they're not respawned yet. Huh, that's crazy. Oh, well. So yeah, all these here. Grab this again too, because why not? Please just do the thing. There we go. Just grabbing me this limestone so I can go hand it in and make a tree fort. And that will mean I have every single one that are done. Oh, there's also renovations I get to do, which is going to be fun. I believe it was to the main... Wait, what am I doing? Oh, why am I doing that? I can just use the aisle return. Okay. But I'll worry about renovations for that later, because I feel like that's going to be a lot of work. Probably going to need some crazy stuff for that. Let me change this music too, because it's getting a bit obnoxious. And when I want to say a bit, I mean very obnoxious. No, please don't. Let me find something a bit more, easygoing. What about, yeah, I've got an idea. Where is it? Oh, God, I can never remember what the fuck this is called. Raining somewhere else. Here we go. Alright, back up here. Alright, so I might go back to the YouTube voice instead of the Kawaru Eden voice. And yeah, get some, not you. And yeah, get this workshop built so I can do 3 work orders at once. Delicious. Okay, cool. So yeah, now I've got that going. Workshop, there we go. We completed 11 AM, which is, yeah, 2 hours away, technically. So yeah, they're pretty quick. So the utilities are fine, the landmarks take a while because they're bigger. Yeah, alright. So, there was something here that it said I could renovate, I mean. I've already renovated it. It must be, yeah, the cozy cabin, because I've checked everything else. Cozy cabin. AKA the main building of the place, which is this thing that I always appear in front of when I get here. So, oh, workshop's agenda, yeah. So yeah, the workshop agenda, I just basically set things up for being made. And yeah, that'll be nice. So I'm going to go in here, wait, no, here, I'm going to go over to this sign, and it should say you can renovate it, right? Yes, here we go. What do we need? Oh, I have every... No, I don't. Why would you... So I need 10 hemp, 1 more hemp, 4 more cotton balls, 6 limestones. Ah, fuck's sake, of course it needs more logs. I'm really getting sick of having to farm logs here, guys, so I'm not gonna be real. This is getting obnoxious. I just farmed 25, I'm now gonna get another 15. Oh, hang on. Workshop. So no workshop. Granary. I know what you can do. Not you. Here we go. Granary. Yes, review session foraging. Are you done? Yes, you are. Do you have any logs for me? No, why don't you have any luck? Okay, goddammit. Okay, which one of these actually gives me island logs? So I'm getting a bit sick of... Okay, so this one gives logs. Yes, okay, I'll grab that one. And then for this, I'll grab, not that one. That'll do. Alright, let's go. How am I going for those? Oh, back to, down to 3,800. Great. I'm not too surprised given how many construction orders I just made, and also got some more expeditions going from the granaries. One sec. So yeah, anyway, back to farming logs again. God fucking damn it. So I have absolutely zero, so I'm gonna have to farm 15 and get 15. It's, yeah, probably less painful than farming the 21 I had to before. But yeah, you can see why people generally just take this bit at a time. I have a lot to do, but I'll be sad once I'm finished and I have nothing to do anymore and I just have to wait for workshop agendas to finish until my century levels up again. And I have to do a bit more than, yeah. It's very casual though, which is good because I don't have a whole lot of time for games. Like, between working on games, my various creative hobbies and art and going to workshops, and also I've got an exhibition, art exhibition, that 2 of my pieces were accepted into. That's coming up in October. So yeah, I've got a lot going on. Not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a pretty busy fellow. I don't have like a lot of free time to play games because I have so much of my time devoted to making them. There's been a bit of a downwards trend with that lately because I've been busy playing World of Warcraft World of K Classic, purely because nostalgia reasons, and also because there's some improvements that are just nice. For instance, in the pre-patch, you know how World of K introduced the barbershop? Well, they just have all the stuff that's in the current barbershop. So, for instance, you can just change gender if you want to for some reason. And skin color and face, plastic surgery is already implemented. So, yeah, there's basically no need for that fucking like overpriced $15 service to customize your character, which was just Blizzard being extortionist to a filthy degree. So I'm really glad they just were like, yeah, no, you don't have to pay that for that anymore. So it's just basically a rename service now, which just don't name your character something stupid in the first place, and this won't be a problem. I mean, I say there's a character named Fatty McLarge, but there's literally a character in my game's canon called that, who is a dwarven druid. So, in my context, it's completely fine. Some people might do that just for the meme, but I did it for a meme and for the fact it has actual relevance to my various bullshit. I forget how many of these I needed, but I'm just going to grab the whole lot and hope I do it right. I know I needed like 4 hemp or something. Well, I need 10 in total, that's the easy way, just 10 of each in total. So the iron logs are going to be a bastard. Always the iron logs are the bastard. Because you need so much for so many things, and you only get so much to work with. Well, more is just, they're a pain to get. Not because they aren't fucking everywhere, but because they're also competing for their everywhere with palm logs. Please let me gather that. And various other things that you may not need, but you will need. But yeah, not right now. You don't need them. So yeah, I also needed some more cotton balls. I gotta keep that in mind. So 10 of each and then 15 of these. That should not be too hard. Not those, the actual logs, not the palm logs. Very different build of log. Gotta tell you that much. Oh yeah, some more limestone. I'm just glad they didn't ask me for copper or something. That would have been obnoxious. Mind you, I probably would have had it knowing me. Let me change this music again. This is a bit too below my speed. Alright, what we got? It'll do. Oh yeah, this is perfect actually. Alright. So, back to farming the logs. That's palm logs, but I'll take it anyway because I can never have enough of those. Never will you have enough of those. Vines is a bit of a different story. You are eventually going to cap yourself out on how many of those you need. But, yeah, because I have like almost 100 and I am not going through them at all. At least not fast enough with the amount I'm getting. Though, that being said, I just gather those trees out of pure blind fucking, like, excess now, just purely because I had such an issue getting vines earlier on. And now I just cannot stand the idea that I'm missing them. Though, with these, the sugarcane helps because I'm a fucking sugar addict. Oh yeah, as a monkey, I got one of those at home. I don't care if it doesn't have logs, I want those apples and those vines. Even if I have more of them than I possibly know what to do with already, but look, I need this. My inner stupid idiot brain is telling me, bro, you need to get those apples and those vines, they will be important later, I swear. And hey, if I get something come up that needs 100 vines, 100 apples, and 75 fucking, like, palm logs, I'll feel very justified I farmed so many as I did. Unlikely as that is to happen, that would be completely absurd and a complete throw-off to the balance I've experienced so far in this very peaceful Christian server island sanctuary, but look, I've had curveballs thrown at me by this game before, okay? I'm just saying it could happen. It's unlikely, but it could. I'm gonna go up here and grab... Oh my god, there's so many palm logs here too. Oh, good, that's some more ham. That's good. If I can get 10 of that just up here, I wouldn't even need to go down. Oh, I already have 11. Okay, then, that works. How many logs do we have? Please tell me how many logs I have. Here we go. Not that! Fuck. 14. Okay, I need one more. How much limestone do I have? The answer is about to be enough, because I only need 10. And I probably have more than that. There's my limestone. Is that it? No, it's copper. Yeah, I've got 23. I think we're Gucci. I mean, I'm gonna grab more just because I'm insane like that, but... Alright, yeah, I got this fucking notice in the mail. I think it relates to my roommates and not me. They're like, hey, common areas aren't for, like, storage. Please stop storing this. I'm like, I don't have anything in the common areas beyond my frying pan and a few plates because I can't fit them in the cupboard. And if I can't fit something in a cupboard, it's because it's too fucking shallow that just does not have the room, no matter, even if it was completely empty, then that's not my fault. That's the fault of the architect who built this place. I think there needs to be some leniency room there. But I don't think it's, like, I think they just sent one to every single person who's living here. And I'm just getting worried about fucking nothing, as usual. So I did email them back and ask them, like, does this relate to those few plates and a frying pan I have on the counter with my breadboard? Because I can assure you that is the only place I can put them, okay? I don't have counters, I don't have cupboards deep enough. So I don't think it's in relation to me. I think it's more likely one of my roommates who just has shit lying everywhere. Like this BMX bike parts and everything. It's a mess. I think that's probably what they're going for. And they're just like, hey, can you clean up your shit? And unfortunately, they just made the unfortunate mistake of making this everyone's problem. But I guess the point of that was just to be like, okay, if you have like shit in the area, get it out now because the cleaners are going to come in and they're just going to take it. They're going to throw it out if it's there. So yeah, just be wary of that. I've never had this kind of thing happen before, but then the only place I lived in like this before, the students actually had, you know, an understanding of where their, like, areas were. Why am I picking up pumpkin seeds? I have way too many of those as it is. Anyway, I should have enough vines by now, hopefully. Let's... Oh my god, I'm still one log short. Can this game stop being so fucking cruel to me? I'm just trying to make a living. I'm just trying to make my island sanctuary nice and happy. On the upside, I'm really looking... Alright, I gotta get some cotton balls as well. I'll go do that now. You know, it's a ways. I'm gonna get my mount, because that's quicker, and I don't have to keep pressing a fucking key. Look how quick this is. Oh my god. Oh, I better grab that. Excuse me. I'm not getting that. I have got enough vines and apples for a lifetime. I will get those because, man, I'm not doing great with keeping my logs in one place. Anyway, we're pretty close to just up ahead. See that all that glowing shit up there? That's the cotton ball patch I was showing you before. And I will change this music in a second because holy shit, this is obnoxious as hell. Yeah, okay, that's a bit better. Hopefully, it'll probably get obnoxious soon, but for now, I'm enjoying it. So I just need 4 of these, but I'm just going to grab the whole lot again because, of course, I am. Gonna get on my auspicious Kamui. Wait, why am I doing that? I can just toss back the thing. I have enough of everything, don't I? I hope so, because I already hearted. I mean, ported, whatever. Returned, yes, returned is the word. Okay, let's see, do I have enough to renovate this? I'm gonna be really mad if I don't. I super fucking do. Nice, let's go. Now that might take a while, it's the 3rd renovation. I've done 1 already. So this will be the 3rd stage of it. Oh, it might be instant, who knows. I think it is actually instant. Yeah, wow, it's actually instant. Oh my god, that's looking so nice now. Look at that. It's got like drapes and curtains, and it's actually made of wooden tiling and everything. I mean, yeah, there's hay in the roof for insulation, that makes sense. Kind of... Yeah, anyway. That is looking nice. There we go, renovation complete. Very cool. Very, very nice. I mean, on the ground floor and layout, nothing's really changed. But it does look a whole lot better. Oh, look, we've actually got like a proper concrete flooring now instead of before where I was just like this muddy, sandy stuff. That's pretty cool, actually. So you can actually, yeah, we now actually got log steps and... Oh, that's pretty cool. Unfortunately for these, I need island prism, and I have no idea how to get these. So yeah, now you actually have stone as well. But yeah, do I have island prisms? I shouldn't. I think I should. Anyway. I mean, they're sure as fuck aren't in my inventory, so hang in. Got 3 more tools to go. See when I chance to try this gig. Now I've set up the base and all that, we might as well go do that. Because there is nothing else to do right now. Alright, beyond the... Oh wait, I can't do that yet, never mind. Excuse me. Alright, so let's go to the ocean, and yes, there's underwater diving. It has been in the game since Stormblood. And using that, we can 100%. Yeah. Go get stuff like clams and stuff. And now I have a gig, sorry. I still have no idea what the hell that is, but I guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, as you can hear, my cough isn't great, but I mean, it's not a really bad one, it's just annoying. More than anything else, it is just annoying. I do have medication I haven't taken for it yet though, and it is overdue. So once I show you guys that, I'm probably going to close off this video recording. And yeah, go take my medications, because yeah, I need them to feel not terrible. And then after that, I'll go do stream, because I've only got 42 minutes before that's supposed to begin. So yeah, see these like seaweed things here, or kelp, or whatever the hell this is meant to be? Lava, it also drops squid now. Ooh, nice. Oh, and I can get new things I couldn't even get before. Jellyfish and coral. Delicious. Okay, yeah, this has opened up a whole new world. If you're worried about the fact I might have a breath minute, no, this isn't fucking World of Warcraft. My character gets a blessing from some turtle people, and she can just breathe underwater indefinitely now. It's fine. Because the Warrior of Light is fucking broken. Oh, excuse me. You see, I can never gather these before. Say, where are the clams? I'm surprised those haven't come up. Because there's usually heaps around here. So it's like a fishing spear, I guess. Or like a snorkeling spear. Something like that. Maybe. Excuse me. Oh yeah, you can actually do that to also make yourself swim faster. It is not exclusive to the ground. But yeah, sounds like those guys are already hard at work. I better go out there soon and make sure they're not going to be trashing up my, like, freaking saucepan and shit, because I kind of don't have any room for those, and that saucepan is expensive. Getting another one of those is not going to be easy, and that's kind of the only reason I have food every night, is that I have that. And it's like, I don't have anywhere I can put it, so... yeah. But they don't know that, so I better go make sure they don't go throwing out my freaking... like, my only plates and my only freaking frying pan. But yeah, that's what the gig does. As far as I can't find clams, but I guess they're not in this area of the thing. Anyway, time to hearth. Well, that has been me, Remi-Chan, playing a bit of Final Fantasy XIV. I hope you enjoyed this very, very silly look at Island Expedition. At the Island Sanctuary. And I'll see you next time. Bye.